Michelle's Whispers ASMR. Hello, hello, hello. How are you? Welcome back. Back to a new ASMR video. Hope you're doing well. In today's video, I'm going to be answering anonymous questions. Well, I asked you in my community tab to, tell me, topics, things that you would like to hear my thoughts on, and I'm just gonna ramble about it, so it's not really a Q&A, but kind of Q&A style video, like, hey Michelle, what do you think about this? And then I'm gonna talk about it. So that's what we're gonna do today. If you're new to the channel and you enjoy the content and you have not subscribed yet, or not liked the video, then I highly encourage you to do so, because it really helps out and makes my day. And at this current point in time, we're almost to 2.25k people, and today is actually my channel anniversary, our channel anniversary. But whenever I put out this video, because I'm currently pre-filming a lot, it's already probably gonna be a week ago or something, because I'm not sure when exactly this video will be published, but today is the 26th of July, and 1 year of making weekly, almost. I think I took 2 breaks that were both around 2 weeks long, or maybe I took a month, I don't know, but 2 to 3 weeks breaks in the winter. But other than that, I've been uploading every single week, every single week, which is crazy. It doesn't feel like it, but yeah, here we are. But that is not what this video is going to be about. So I'm gonna put up what you sent me. Those are some really interesting topics. I'm looking forward to get into it. So we're gonna start with the very first one. Just gonna pull it up. Okay, what do you think about pineapple on pizza? Pizza. I have to say, it's not my favorite. If someone made me a pizza with pineapple on it, I would eat it, and I wouldn't hate it, but I also don't love it. Like, it's not my favorite. When I make myself pizza, because the vegan options where I live currently, when it comes to eating out and stuff, are very limited. So I usually make self-made pizza, or my mom makes pizza. I do not put pineapple on it, but if someone else made it, I would probably eat it, but it's not my favorite. I think pineapple is better in green smoothies and, I don't know, pina colada. Okay, the next thing. Do you like Harry Potter? Yes. I know that there's been some controversy around the author, but I personally not quite sure I'm gonna do that yet. I read, I think, the first 3 books. I also watched Fantastic Beasts. So yeah, I would say I'm a fan. I'm not like a huge, like, have to think about it every day kind of fan. But I'm a fan. I went to a convention, like a Harry Potter convention, where they put the hat. I've taken multiple tests. Apparently I'm a Gryffindor, although I always saw myself as more of a Ravenclaw, but probably just because their color is blue and I love the color blue. But yeah, I love Harry Potter. I love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it. And what about you? And my favorite part is part 4. And I feel like most people love the 3rd one, and the 3rd one is good, no question about it. But the 4th one is my absolute favorite one. I think it's Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, like when they have the tournament. And I know it has a really sad ending, but besides the ending, the whole movie is just so good. I love it. Yeah, that's my favorite part. And my least favorite is probably the 1st and 2nd, just because they're like, the quality just isn't as good, and they're like so little in those movies. So yeah, I could ramble about this all day, so I'm just gonna move on. Thoughts on spirituality. I mean, spirituality is a huge thing. It's not just like one spirituality. I mean, technically religion is also spirituality, so it depends on what you define as spirituality. I would say I'm pretty spiritual. I'm not religious, but I'm spiritual. So, you know me. I do tarot cards. I like personal development. I like gratitude, manifestation. I believe in soulmates and twin flames, and I do believe in like a universe. And like I think my biggest beliefs are energies. Like, I believe that everything is made out of energy, and that you have an energy and in vibration. I also see the scientific end of it. Like, for example, you can explain manifestation on a scientific level. For example, if you want a red car and you think about, I want a red car so bad, and then you see red cars everywhere, like, that's a scientific process in your brain. And also when I do tarot cards, like, for example, I really truly believe in intuition and gut feeling, and when I do tarot cards, I read with my intuition, with, my intuitive feelings. And I think that there's definitely an energy to reading tarot that is spiritual, but at the same time, especially when I do in-person readings for my friends, I also think that it is the same degree psychology, because what tarot cards basically do is they just tell you what you already know, but it shows it to you from a different perspective. And I think there is definitely a spiritual aspect to that, as well as a psychology aspect. So same with like personal development. Like, if you write down what you're grateful for and you focus on the positive, you're automatically gonna shift your mind to be more positive. So I think there's a lot of overlapping between personal development, psychology, coaching, and spirituality. But I do believe in magic. Like, I definitely believe there is something magical about manifesting, about tarot cards, deep connections with other people. Like I said, soulmate, twin flame. I do believe I have a twin flame that I already met, and through that experience, through that connection, I think I opened up more and more to spirituality. I definitely believe that meditation is very powerful, guided meditation or regular meditation, also think that if spirituality itself isn't really for you, you can still use these concepts like meditation, gratitude, manifestation, and explain them scientifically and still use them for you and your life for your benefit. You know what I mean? Like, you don't necessarily have to believe in a higher power or angels or the universe in order for these things to work. So, I'm a Gemini, and I always see different perspectives of everything. So I see the scientific aspect, and I'm a big firm believer in science, and I think that if the world listened to science more, we would all be better off. But I also definitely see the spiritual aspect. Like, for example, I don't know, I'm a vegan, and I believe that when you, please don't feel offended by this is just my personal beliefs, okay? But I think belief is such a strong word, so I'm just gonna say I think that when you eat meat from like a slaughterhouse, then you take in the energy of violence into your body. And I think that our bodies need good energy foods, and it's hard to come by in today's society, but I definitely believe that. Or also, like, the people that you surround yourself with, I definitely think that they make up a huge part of who you are as a person, and that if there's toxic energies in your life, that it can hold you back from your path and just, truly being yourself. So I could talk about this all day, spirituality. Maybe we can do a spirituality Q&A at some point where I just talk about that. I think spirituality is great. I think it might not be for everybody. I do, the most recent spiritual thing that I've discovered for myself is moon, kind of like being in tune with the moon. I've been doing new moon and full moon ceremonies, but it all started with a book, and I will tell you about that book whenever I do the summer book video. But I want to read some more books before I do that video, so I have more books to talk about than just the two books that I read. But yeah, I think everybody is allowed and should be free to have their own opinion and beliefs, as long as those beliefs are not discriminating, as long as those beliefs are not harming anybody, as long as they are not harmful in any way. I think, you need to figure out what works for you. And I think my beliefs, you can't really define them. Like, I'm not like, oh, I'm this, but I think what comes closest to it is like a mixture out of like Buddhism and New Age spirituality. But I don't really have like a defined belief or spirituality. There's just like certain concepts and energies that I feel are true, and I definitely feel like I carry a lot of spiritual energy within me. For example, when I read tarot, or I don't know, my intuition has never really let me down. So, okay, enough on that. Enough. Let's move on to the next topic. Thoughts on Stranger Things season 4. I loved it. I think I talked about it in my what I've been watching and reading. But I think at that point I'd only watched up until episode 7. Absolutely loved it. Steve, by far my new favorite character, but like, I loved the acting in season 4. I loved the plot. It was a bit scary for my taste. There was a lot of like scary scenes that I skipped. I loved the plot twist. The ending, of course, was now we gotta wait 2 years. 2 years. I'm already gonna be at the end of my 20s. Why, Netflix? Like, let me wait 6 months. Okay, let me wait a year. Okay, 2 years though. 2 years. Like, what the heck? Anyway, yeah, specifically loved about season 4, without spoiling too much, was the different groups and the different plot lines, because it didn't get boring, because you had all these different plot lines, and then at the end, everybody kind of coming together. I was really sad about the character that died. I think that was kind of unnecessary. Like, I don't think they always have to kill off cool characters, because that could have been a really cool character in season 5, which I believe is going to be the last season. Okay, someone's doing something outside of the window. Yeah, so I think that was a little unnecessary, but yeah, loved it. Loved it. Loved the different groups. Loved the 80s theme. It was very funny to watch, and like a lot of fun and very thrilling. What do you think about Lord of the Rings? Okay, a lot of like questions about movies and shows and stuff. I love it. I love that you guys are on that same wavelength. So, for the longest time, I didn't watch Lord of the Rings, because because the movies are like 3 hours long, so I would start it, and then I was like, after like 30 minutes, I was like, nah, because I think at that time I used to watch a lot more like TV shows as opposed to movies. And then last winter, or the winter where you can see like the different movies and stuff, and it was so great. It was so great, but like every night, that is so unsustainable and so bad for the earth. And at the end of the day, I care about the earth more than I care about Disneyland, you know what I mean? So I think if they changed that, if they maybe only did the firework to certain occasions and they got more vegan options and more sustainable, and they, I don't know, maybe would contribute to like a greener economy more, then I would probably support it more. But even without it, like I feel like there's other amusement parks that are better, that have better rides and stuff. But, okay, so if I had to give Disneyland a rating from 1 to 10, I would give it like a 6. It was a lot of fun. I think as a little kid, it's perfect. Like if I had kids and they enjoyed Disney, I would probably take them there, you know? And even as an adult, it was a lot of fun and everything. But I don't think that the waste and everything that comes with it is worth it, in my opinion. Like I had higher expectations. Maybe that was my problem, that I had higher expectations. I don't know. It was cool. I think it's cool. I think it's cool that you can kind of live out. You get to experience like kind of like your inner child at Disneyland, and I think there's a lot of positives about it, but also a lot of negatives. It's not a place that I need to visit every year, okay? But I don't mind if one of my friends is like, let's go to Disneyland and have a good time. I wouldn't say no. Okay, that was a lot of rambling on this topic. I just can't really say my opinion in one sentence. It's not possible for me. Okay, we have two more. Two more thoughts on K-pop. Funny because I think ASMR Glow is like into K-pop, and she does like K-pop dancing and stuff like that. I'm gonna set the mic back down. I don't really have many thoughts on K-pop. One of my old friends was really into K-pop, like back in 2019, and she was like learning the dances and stuff. To be honest, I don't think I've ever really listened to K-pop. I mean, I like pop music, so I would probably like it. Maybe I need to give it a try. I don't know. I would probably jam to it. My thoughts on it are pretty neutral because I don't know anything about it. And I think anybody that likes it, though, it's cool. And what I have seen of it, like the dances and stuff, cool. That's pretty cool, you know. But I don't know any bands. I don't know any artists. I don't know anything about K-pop. But if you want to educate me, if you are into K-pop, then feel free to educate me in the comments. Okay, last one, and I really hope that I'm not gonna get roasted for the opinions in this video on like specifically Disneyland and stuff. Bear in mind, this is just my opinion, okay, and yours can be different, and that's okay. Okay, so Michelle, what do you think about manifesting goals and dreams into reality? I definitely touched on that a little bit already. I believe in it. I absolutely believe in manifestation, or I think it's true. Like I said, there is a spiritual energy. I think if you send out into the universe and you clearly visualize and you feel it, this is what I want in my life, that you are going to start attracting it into your life, and you're going to see doors opening for you. I think it is a little bit psychology, like I said, because once our mind, okay, I think our mind, our mindset, our perspective is so powerful, so powerful. So our thoughts are so powerful, our emotions are so powerful. So if you think, or if your mindset is, I want to achieve this, okay, or I want to achieve that, and you truly believe it and you visualize it ways of manifesting. You can manifest by writing it down. Like, I don't know, if you want to be healthier, then you can write down, I am healthy and fit. And obviously you have to do something. You can't just write down, oh, I'm healthy, I'm fit, and then not actually eat healthy and not actually work out. But your mind is gonna be like, okay, like, what you focus your mind on creates your reality. For example, this can go positively and negatively. If you look into the mirror and all you see is the things that you don't like about yourself, you're gonna eventually think, oh, I'm so ugly. If you look into the mirror and all you see is the things that you do like about yourself, self-love is gonna be a lot easier, and you're gonna love yourself more and more, and you're gonna find yourself very beautiful, and that energy is gonna extend outside, and you're gonna radiate that energy, and other people are gonna be able to feel it. So I think that you can totally manifest your goals and your dreams into a reality, but I think you have to also do something for it, and you have to work for it. But I think that once you start manifesting, visualizing it, feeling it, those doors are gonna open to you a lot easier and a lot smoother. Like, I just actually watched a video where I actually just watched a manifestation video because I'm really interested in that kind of topic, and I want to manifest certain things in my life. And she was like, if you want to be like, let's say, a model, and you write down, I'm a successful model. It's like one manifestation technique, right? You can also use pictures or something, vision board kind of thing. And you just sit in your room all day. Well, it's not gonna happen. But if you go out and you apply to agencies and you hang out with people, then you're gonna see that suddenly people are like, oh, hey, have you ever thought about modeling? Like, that will just happen. Because I definitely believe that our mind creates our reality. Our mind creates our reality, and you create your own reality. I know that there's certain circumstances that we are not in control of, and sometimes it takes a long time. Sometimes it takes a year, 2 years, but you're always manifesting, you're always attracting, and I definitely think that your mindset plays a huge role in the life that you live. Like I said, there's certain things you cannot control, but you can control your mindset and how you see things. And if you're always in the energy of being grateful for what you already have, and being in that energy, like, it can be the smallest thing, like, I'm so grateful for my microphone, I'm so grateful for my health, and you stay in that energy, and you also believe that anything is possible for you, then I think life will get a lot easier and smoother, and you're gonna achieve your goals and dreams a lot faster and a lot more natural, because you already created it in your mind, and then it just needs to manifest in your reality, if that makes sense. But like I said, it is as much spiritual as it is scientifically proven that manifesting is a thing. No one really knows where it comes from, if it's the universe, if it's your brain function, but it is a thing, and it is proven to be a thing. If you don't believe me, look it up. Manifesting, it definitely works. So whatever works for you, a vision board, writing it down, just visualizing it in your head, affirmations, do you. Okay, I think that is it with this video. I hope that you enjoyed this little saying what I think about this and that. I really enjoyed it. There was a lot of cool topics about in this, like the questions that you asked, so thank you for participating and asking so many interesting questions and making